Hello, my name is Omer, and you are watching Thirsty Code channel. And in this video, I will explain you how to connect to the Azure SQL database and how to connect with the SQL database using the .NET application. So in this video, I will explain you how to connect to the SQL database using the Microsoft SQL. So let's start with the Azure portal. So first go to the Azure portal by typing the portal.azure.com, and then go to the next step. Go to the SQL databases. As in this Thirsty Code channel, I have made for the particularly for the .NET and the Angular full stack development course and the related videos. So keep subscribe and hit the like video. So here we can go to create the SQL database. So first you can also search from the, if you don't find the SQL database here, you can type the SQL database here, and you can go to from here. And next step is to create the database. So we have to choose the subscription. For now, I am choosing the subscription one, and I am choosing the first plan that I have created for the resource group. You can choose anyone depending on your situation. It's not hard rule. And let's write the database name Azure DB test dash dev. So I will choose the server DB. I can choose the DB Energy Saver server, or I can create the new one. So I am creating the new one server for your complete guide and information. So you can have easily access to the SQL server, and you don't have any confusion when you will following this video. As in this video, I will explain each and every step to connect to the Azure SQL database with our local database connection. So we can use in our database in our .NET applications or any applications we want to use. So I am going to create the new server. Let's say we can say any name we can have. Let's say Azure Server Test. So this is the valid server name, and we have to choose the SQL connection here, and we have to give the server admin login. That can be any name. I will say Azure server admin, and I will type a strong password here, and the confirm password also. Something went wrong in the password. Let me choose another password. And now this is the valid password. So next step is we can hit the OK button. Okay, and here you can see also the cost summary also. Depending on your plan, we can upgrade and downgrade the cost. So next step is to choose a environment. Either we can choose the development environment, either we can choose the production environment. So I am choosing the development environment, and we can choose any compute plus storage cost also. It depends on your product or the your situation. Either you want which kind of the storage for the computation. So I am going to the backup and storage redundancy. Okay, so I am going to with the third option, geo redundant backup storage. So I will go to the next section for the networking. So this is the important section in the Azure SQL database connection. So this can be some uh, tricky, but if we did not configure it correctly, this can arise some problem while connecting the database. So click on the public endpoint, so it can be available publicly outside of the Azure portal. When we will doing the connection with the SQL, so we can easily connect. So go to the option allows your services and resources to access this server. So hit the OK yes button. Add current client IP address, hit OK. These are the important steps for connection of the SQL database while we are connecting to the SQL Server Management Studio on our Windows or Mac or Linux machine. We can bypass this, and we can go to the next process, security. For now we are not going to enable Microsoft Defender. So okay, we can go to the next step also, additional secure settings. We can bypass this section also depending on our situation. So these are not such uh, important for now. So plus we when we will go to the next step, review plus create button, we will we can hit the review plus create button, and we can put the next section for the tags also depending on the situation. So this will not make the problem. So we can go to with the review plus create. So here is the complete overview of our SQL database, Azure SQL database. Here we can see the Azure, our admin login and other things, database name. So we can hit the create button also. So this create button will take some time, sometimes 5 to 3 seconds, enabling of the create button. So this is going to create the SQL database server and SQL database in the Azure cloud, so we can easily use in our applications for the cloud based applications, easily to manage the cloud environment for the SQL database. So it's showing the message also, deployment is in progress, and we are moved to the next step. Deployment is in progress. Here is, you can see, and it will show the statuses of all the resources here. It can take some time. Meanwhile, we can go to the SQL server for connecting the SQL server on our local machine also. So we can, if you are have the SQL, Microsoft SQL server, or the Azure SQL Studio, or any other provider, so you can easily connect to the Azure SQL database on your machine locally. So it, I have already another application connected. So I will connect another new one application that I have created now. So click on the connect, and I will put the information for the connection string are here. So let's go to the section here, just to keep some wait. If you find any problem while connecting to the SQL server with the as Microsoft SQL Management Studio locally, or any issue in the cloud application, you can mention me in the comment, and I will check that, and I will definitely reply each and every comment for your help and learning purpose. As a Thirsty Code channel is based on the to teach every one and empower the everyone for the programming and the coding stack. So my main goal is to learn and empower for everyone. So here you can see the statuses are okay, and all the statuses are okay, and it's just one step is in progress, that is the Azure server test, and all of the tests have been passed. So it's indicating that everything is going fine. So it's in progress, just keep some wait. Here you can see the deployment has been succeeded for the Azure Management Studio, SQL Studio, and you can go to the resource from here also, or either you can go to the resource from here. The next step is go to click the go to resource, and we can check or test the connection with the SQL Azure SQL Studio. Either we have successfully created the SQL database connection, so we can easily test the connection with the SQL database. We can go to the connection string. Uh, Here you can see the connection string. We can put take the connection string from connection string from here to connect to the application, and we can go to the query editor preview for testing the queries. Either we have connected to the SQL database or not. So these will autofill, and we can hit the OK button for testing the SQL connection. So it's going to be in progress, and here you can see we have successfully connected to the Azure SQL database, and we have the tables, views, and the store procedures here. So we can easily write the queries here and create the table from here. So the, this indicating that you have been successfully created the Azure SQL Management Studio connection with the server studio. So you can write any query from here. This is the whole information that I have delivered to you by this video. So keep subscribe and hit the bell icon for the Trusty Code channel. So because the Trusty Code channel is delivering the keep solution, each and every solution for the cloud-based applications and the .NET applications. So we can go to the next step also. So I have connected the database also, so this is fine also, and we can go to the next step. If we are developing the application, we can go to here, and we can put the informations to test the locally connection on our machines, on our Windows, Linux, or Mac machines. We can put the here. So I will get the server name, and I will put the login here. You can click on the connection settings also, and you can get the information for the login. This is the user ID you can take, and you can put here, and keep one thing in mind. Choose the authentication type SQL Server authentication, and hit the password, and click on the connect. Let's see what happen. Either it's connected or not. So this is making some problem. Either you can you can face this problem when you are uh, doing the this process of. So for this process, you can go to the Azure SQL database. This issue you will face when you are making the application first time, either on your behalf. So it can, you can definitely have the this error message. No new rule, new firewall rule you have to configure. So we have to configure the firewall rule also. Go to the Azure SQL Studio, onto the Microsoft Azure portal, and go to the overview section. So we have to fix the issue, new firewall rule. So we will fix this issue. So we have to create the new firewall rule, as the message is indicating that we have to create the new firewall rule for the client IP address. So we have to put our IP address here. So we have to put the 39.34, 39.34.172, and copy this and paste this on IPv4 also. Here we can provide these a range of the IPs that can make connection with the Azure SQL database. So we will put the start and same. So I will click on the save button. I will click on the save button, and let's see and check the database connection. Either the issue have been resolved or not for the new rule. And here you can see we have connected to the SQL Azure Studio successfully. And here you can see I have the data tables also. So here you can see, if we create the any table from the Azure Management Studio, here we will have the table in the cloud as well as also. So I am going to create the testing table here for the employee. I will have the ID, name, and I will save this table, employee. As we have is successfully connected to the cloud database, Azure SQL database, by using the Azure SQL Management Studio locally from our system. So we can go to the, we can refresh the tables also. Here you can see we have created the employee table, and I can refresh this section, Azure. SQL databases, and I go to our databases, and here we will have the employee table. Go to the query editor preview and connect to the SQL Server authentication. And for checking the connection, as I have created the employee table on my local machine, and it has been replicated the changes onto the cloud. As you can see, I have make the table here, employee table here, on my premises on my local machine, you can say. And it has been replicated on the cloud environment. That is the major benefit of this cloud environment using. So we have easily connected with the Azure SQL database, and we can write any query here also. Select static from employee, and we can run the queries here also. And this is saying query have been succeeded, and we have easily connected and successfully connected to the Azure SQL database. We have connected the Azure SQL database with the Azure SQL Management Studio for our local environment and the development environment. So keep subscribe. In this video, we have learned all the things related to the Azure SQL Studio and the for connection the on premises. So keep subscribe and hit the like button. And if you find any problem in while implementing this video, you can hit the comment section, and I will definitely reply each and every comment in the video. So keep subscribe the channel Thirsty Code. Thank you.